This is strong. Oh, yeah. That's Hedgehog in a nutshell, okay?
Bjorn, how has the week been, man? How you doing?
It's been amazing, been crazy. Like we've been working, yeah, from early in the morning to late in the evening. It's our products have been so much more popular than we thought. So it's literally amazing to be here.
So tell me about what we have here. As I said, we were just talking about the Hedgehog dryer. So can you tell me the story behind it?
It's actually quite a long story, but I used to live in New York, and then my wife unfortunately passed of cancer, and I had 3 small kids. They were like 1, 3, and 5, and we had a house in a ski resort in Norway. So I decided to move back to Norway just to focus on the kids. I sold off my company and everything, and there was no good dryers, and the kids, they hated wet boots and gloves. So I started inventing it, and then I had a couple of friends at the MIT of Norway, so they helped me with the technology, and it became so good. So we designed what's today is the world's fastest shoe dryer and boot dryer, which looks something like this. That's why it's called Hedgehog, the spikes. And then this one we sold in 3 years. We sold a little over 100,000 units, and then now we're at the CES, and we're introducing all our newest products. And this is, for example, the Hedgehog Go. And what's unique is that this one is like, it's almost as powerful. And you have a bunch of adapters. So with this thing, you can now put it in your boots and you can dry them. And we have a lot of Olympic snowboarders and skiers who needed something small. And this one is also a combined hair dryer. So you take this off, and then I don't have too much hair, but still you can see it works. So this is the one thing we're launching on CES, and then we have a lot of travel, plug into the car and for surfers and all kinds. And then last but not least, battery powered. This is strong. Oh, yeah. That's Hedgehog in a nutshell, okay?
Just as you said, actually, you're a mind reader because I was going to ask what some of the applications were, but you did me the service of going over, where things stand now and where things are progressing to. So another question I always like to ask folks is, obviously outside of the commitments that you have of showing your product here, I'm sure you're a fan also of just tech in general, of being at the show. So in the brief time I'm sure that you have to actually have some leisure, what is something that you're also excited and looking forward to while you're here this week at CES?
I do love robotics, like the humanoids.
Yeah.
Like that's, I would say, if they get that stuff right, and you can have somebody walking around, I still like carrying my groceries and stuff, but it's kind of cool. Like once you have those, I've seen from Tesla, I don't know if the Tesla is there, but X1, I think, that's a Norwegian company, and they're like a walking human, and I reckon that's, it's the closest you get to Terminator 2, at least,
Diving deeper into some of the applications, I understand based on the background that it had it's had origins, your product, with being utilized for hockey, from what I understand, for that sport a lot. So in talking about some of the other applications, immediately it comes to mind, just based on what it's capable of doing, some other sports that it comes in handy based on what its use is. So have there been any other interesting folks that have reached out outside of hockey, and if so, care to share? I mean, I'm thinking of basketball, I'm thinking of football, but go ahead.
I think much better than that.
Okay.
I heard about Mayweather.
Okay.
Yeah, Floyd.
Boxing, okay.
Yeah. So his boxing gloves. So we have them installed at his gym here in Vegas.
Yeah.
So that's so we have a lot of boxing community because the gloves, it's impossible to dry them, and when you get all the sweat, it starts smelling.
Sure.
So this one, it kills. So they use usually this product for the boxers, and you have a hanging version, and then we have extra long spikes which we designed for them. So we have both boxing in the Mayweather in Hollywood, and we also have his professional gym with his family gym here in Vegas. Yeah, and other people we have skimboarding, So we have the world champion in skimboarding uses to dry his shoes. We have about 60 different athletes, like motocross world champion in France, and horse people, golfers. Yeah, it's and everybody with wetsuits and surfers yeah.
So I understand that that they're already on the market. Yeah, these are already on the market. Are there any other announcements that that you are trying to share here at CES in terms of what may still be on the way? If so, can you share?
I'll give me one microsecond. These little things, you can plug. You plug them into your car, and then they dry your boots in less than an hour. So they're 5 times better than anything on the market, and this is going to be launching in February, March this year. Yeah. So.
Bjorn, thank you so much for your time. Thank you for sharing some time talking about your product. Awesome stuff. It's such a useful, product to have that I feel like many of us take for granted as a use. So enjoy the rest of CES. All right.